So hello guys, in this video we will see how many ways that we can use this pad tool for this sketch. So purpose of this video is just aware you about this pad tool. So click on the pad tool. So I have a sketch already. So if I click on the closer sketch, so it is asking for the dimension to which I want to extrude. So I given the dimension to which I want to extrude and clicking on the preview and clicking on OK, I can get my 3D object. There is a first option that we have. Clicking on the closer profile and given the dimension as a third dimension. Right. Now, if for example, I have a extrusion on upper side only. If I want extrusion on lower side also, what should I do? I can use this mirror extend option. So what much I have extruded on the opposite side, it will reflects on the other side also when you use this mirror element option. Enable the mirror tool option, clicking on the preview, and for example you are extruded something on the upper side and you don't want the same on the lower side, but you need an extrusion. So in that case what you do? Oh, in that case the mirror tool won't be useful for you. So here you can see I have extrusion of 100 on the upper side and somewhat of in the lower side. In that case mirror tool won't be useful for you. Click on the more option and you can give the second limit, and the dimension you can give 10 or 150, anything you want. This means your sketch, the object is not symmetry about your sketch. So when you use the mirror option it will symmetry about your sketch, but when you use the second element, second limit, it is not symmetric about your sketch, right? This is a second method that and even you can give the minus values. So if you give the minus values, from that the value the pad will start. So that's about guys, that's about this thing. Now coming to the types of pads. So you can see if you so before that you can see if you want anything edit in this pad, just zoom the tree and you can see the pad. Double click on the pad, you can edit this pad. Click on the thick option, you can give it as a hollow body. So if you want to edit the sketch you can edit from here, right from here. So I don't want to edit anything, so that's why I have just exited from this workbench. Now I am choosing this thick option for making it as a hollow. So here you can see the thickness dialog box is appeared, and here you can see the measure result and neutral fibers. We will discuss whenever we use those things. So right now we will skip that these two things, and I will give the thickness value as 10. This thickness value is considered from your sketch to inner side. So if you want to the thickness to be outer side of your sketch, you can give in the thickness 2 value. So but if you give outside the thickness outside your sketch, that will impact your design also. So that's all about this thickness guys. So that's it. So there is nothing, no more than is there uh, for thickness option. See, next thing is I have created a plane. Creating the planes is an important topic that we will cover in the upcoming videos. So right now I'm just created a plane and making a sketch on this plane. Click on the position sketch option. So the difference between position sketch option and the normal sketch option I have already discussed in Sketcher workbench. So if you didn't watch that video, please watch it. So see, I have drawn a circle here and I'm choosing the pad tool. So here you can see the types. If I choose the up to next option, so see here the profile is not selected. For selecting that, you need to select this thing, this, and make sure this. So now choose the type up to next. So see here, you don't need to give any dimension. If you choose this up to next option, it will automatically choose the extrusion up to the face, up to the 3D body. That's it guys. If you choose the at last option, so you can see here the extrusion will takes place, so where the body will ends. This is about up to next and up to last, and the third feature is about up to plane. So now up to, so in up to next and up to last, you are not permitted to give any dimension or selecting any planes, but in the up to plane option, okay, so click on the pad tool again. So okay, before that I'm making a plane for your convenience purpose. So okay, so okay, now click on the pad tool again, select this sketch. I want to apply pad to this sketch, and I'm choosing the up to plane option, and I'm choosing the, so see limit is here asking about choosing the plane, so I have selected that plane. So till that plane the sketch is extruded. So it doesn't mean that it is only works with planes. You can choose any planar surfaces, you can choose an edge of any object, but it should be a planar one. Select the profile, so okay, profile, and choose the limit up to plane is enabled. So in this case we are not using this plane, we are using the edge of this 3D object, and limit I'm choosing this 3D object. See, select this edge, so see here it is okay. So it means that up to plane, it does not mean that it is only with planes only, it will work with planar surface. Now in the last case, you can see up to surface option is there, so which means that we will see it with an example. Before that, click on the preview, and making the up to plane option and choosing this plane and clicking on preview. Okay, so that is okay. Now click on the position sketch, make a profile. So I'll explain you with an example. I told you that's why I'm making all of this. So see here, I have made a mistake here. So actually I want this circle sketch which is somewhat at a distance. So what I'm going to do is selecting the plane, and I want to make a new plane at some distance. So here you can see I have created a plane, and now I want this sketch to be a newly created plane. So what should I do? So you can simply select this sketch, and you can see here the last option, cut it and paste it on the new plane. That is a simple option that you can do, but in my version, so there is an another way to do this same procedure. For that, you can see here the last option, change sketch support option. So when you choose that, the newly created plane is not appearing here. This is because the operation is done before the creation of plane, that's why it is not there. So if I move the plane upper to the to this pad tool, so it will work. Now click on the sketch, right click, you can change its sketch support to this one. So this is a general procedure that we use. So it is not worked clearly, so That's it guys. So leave it for now. We can continue with cut and paste option. So now okay, so it is not appearing here, so I don't know the reason. So right now we just cutting it and pasting it on the new plane. We will continue with this one. So now use the pad option and choose the up to surface option. Up to plane. So first up to plane, you can see here I want this circle to extrude about this one. It is selecting only planar surfaces. So sketch is not selected here. I'm selecting this profile as a sketch. So here you can see up to plane is selected for planar body only. If I try to select the cylindrical surface, it is not selecting. In that case, what should you do? This also works. So because these two are in the same plane and the catia cannot understand which side the extrusion will takes place. Now you can choose this up to surface option and you can choose this 3D object. See how this has happened. This is the tool that we use the most of the cases, up to surface, and up to next it will also work with the same function. So that's it guys, that's all about the pad and its types. And similar to this, the pocket tool also the same, have the same features. The pocket tool also, the difference is pad is used for adding the material and pocket is used for removing the material with respect to a design drawn the sketch. That's it guys. Now we do one more thing for better understanding. So I have created a circle thing like this. Two circles I have done here. So I'm choosing the pad option and selecting the already circles are selected. And type I'm choosing the up to next. So see, so the 3D object is creating at one side only. So what about if you want the same thing on the opposite side? Is there any feature here? So here even if you select the plane, it is not enables us to select multiple planes. So what you do in this case, so in this case you need to give second limit by clicking on this more option, and the second limit also you can give the up to next or up to plane or up to surface option, right? uh, if you click on the plane, you need to select a plane. That's it. That's how that is all about this pad tool guys. And one more thing in the pad tool uses is, see here how designed the two components for make it more understandable. So click on the pad tool and select the existing surface, existing body plane. Click on the, if you want the extrusion, click on the pad tool and I want this surface to extrude. So it is asking for selecting the dimension. Click on S and you can see here the reference. So I want to extrude this face with respect to this direction and up to this body. So what I'm doing is, so for the reference I can choose any edge or else you can use the predefined axis. So so if you don't have any references means you can use you can right click on the references. So where you can see a number of things are there. So by default value, by default axis you can select, and you can even create a new line for your axis, and even you can use your compass and you can create a new plane from here also. So this much of things are there. So I'm choosing, so based on the compass direction that you can see, I'm choosing y axis. So see here, preview. So it giving offset value because the type is selected as dimension. Now I'm changing it to up to next option, or up to plane option, up to last. So because the extrusion is one direction and our last is another direction, that's why the error is occurred here. So I'm selecting the another side of the face, and I'm choosing the up to last option, and I'm choosing the direction. Right click, I'm choosing the y axis and click on the preview. So reverse direction, okay. Now click on the preview one. So pad is not happening here, I don't know why it is. Now apply it again. Click on the surface where you want to extrude, and reference I can choose this y axis on reverse direction. Preview, that is okay now. So now choose the up to last option. So up to last is not working here because you can see here the cylinder is more than that of this rectangle. So catia cannot understand how these extended faces will be the last. That's why up to last option is not working here. So what you can do is you can use this up to next or up to last won't work here. You can use this up to plane or up to surface options here. So that's all about this video, guys. If you find anything helpful in this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.